Okay, so let's see here. Move that out of the way. There we go. See if we can get this thing repaired. It needs a lot of help. It needs. I might even, because this thing is so far caked with dirt and dust and stuff that I don't want to bring into my shop. So I'm just saying this one and the other one, like these two, like take the cake for being the worst dirt and dust car that I've ever seen. I don't care about the rust. The rust we can fix, you know. But I am gonna do the interior as well. I just don't want to take anything that like stinks real bad because in there because it could be bad. So put this up on the lift. We'll get the tires removed. See what are the rims looking like. Rims are actually surprisingly looking okay. Well, besides that one bad, you know, everybody's got like one bad coming off, so every wheel is gonna have that probably. But let's see what we can get torn apart here. Should be alright, I think, with that. Yeah, we'll be alright, I think. I mean, everything looks like trash. All the brakes do. So, it's kind of bad in that regard. Like, ooh, that's broken. That's broken. What isn't broken? So, well, I wasn't expecting that. So, get these bushings out of here because they're been bad. I'm just trying to get it tore down to like where, you know, the front end's just ready to come out, and then we ain't got, you know, no issues when it comes to taking out this motor because I need to have room to get it out. So, it always starts on the bad bolt. I've always noticed. I don't know why. Sometimes, like 99% of the time it will. And I've never understood that. But it gets it out of the way. So. I mean. There we go. Okay. That's not terrible. Not terrible. That's toasty. So. Get that one out, that one out. Yeah, like half the stuff in this vehicle is like these bushings are not coming back in to this car at all. This one's just, I can tell it's gonna be bad. It's a bad bushing. So everything else looks kind of okay. So get this bad one out of here. Okay. Okay. It always starts on the bad one. I don't get it. Okay. So we're kinda okay right now, it looks like. Depends. Do I have one of these engines? What engine does it have? Don't think I have one of those. Whee! Do I have? No. I do not have one. So, I guess we have to build an engine. Yippee! Or do I just pull that one out? So it's 151 horsepower. I was just wondering like what it comes out of the factory with, because it doesn't sometimes tell you that. So, me being curious, like that's how I figured out things. We'll lift this vehicle up. We'll get the transmission, drive shaft out, all that, so that I can get this out of the vehicle. I think we'll just rebuild this one. I think drive shaft's toast. So if it's toast, I mean, what else is toast? This transmission's probably toast. It's toast. So, I mean, it's kind of bad, but in the same sense, like, we'll get it figured all out. We'll get it all straightened out. So let's see, I want lift your B. Whee! Pull engine out. Put you back for now. Install engine on stand. You. I mean, all this stuff's probably toast. So. Of course, some of the bolts might be stuck, but who cares? We'll get it off as soon as we can. Okay, so that's bad. Like, it looks like pretty much this whole head is screwed. So, I mean, it's not going to be savable at all. I do not believe that this engine head is worth saving. It's just too far screwed up, and you know, once you get rust and stuff inside of here, it's like nearly impossible to get it back out. So, and besides, it was toast anyway. So, pistons toast, piston rings toast. Everything on this vehicle looking like it's just toast. Block, not too far screwed up, so might be able to reuse the block. Nope. So I mean, some stuff, yeah, is gonna be bad, but I'm not gonna reuse that and that. So I mean, there's some stuff, but there, got the block, but some stuff we just don't have, but we can get some of it back together, I guess. Block repaired, that's repaired. Put this in. Put a fuel filter on too. Why? Because why not? We'll turn it. Put all these on. We're gonna put all the caps on now, and then if that gets, you know, at least bolted up, then it won't want to move or do anything. There, that's all. Now, not gonna go anywhere. Put all this stuff back in. Putting all the performance in. So, I mean, there is some stuff that I need, but not too bad. So, I'm gonna need an oil filter and stuff, obviously. Because I don't have any of that. This thing didn't even have an oil pen. So, we're gonna need one of those too. So, I need an oil pan. So, we're gonna need that filter to go on there. And I just like to get the filters and all that on. I go on the bottom side, get all that attached. So, everything's going back together right now. Getting everything put back into its place, and it feels like it does this all the time, so this is the one time I didn't have an engine built, so like sometimes I have engines built and sometimes I don't, so I didn't know what we were working on today, so yep. And it's the oil pan that I picked up. Okay, so now we got the oil pan back on, we can turn it back over. Do I have a head for one of these? No, I do not. Okay. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I have things. But not this time, apparently. V12, V6, IV. There we go. So basically, it's a flat 6. Or an inline 6, maybe? I don't know what you would, the correct termination for that, but that's what I'm gonna go with. But we'll get all these plugs also in. Then we'll get all the carburetors, all the filters installed. Yeah, everything's gonna be pretty much performance on it, because I'm just like, you know what? Because in some cases, at least from what I know, right? Some of the like you have to go aftermarket nowadays because some stuff you just can't get anymore. So, you know, that's just the way to go. I need not that. I need that. I need 2 of those actually. And then I need to get caps and stuff for that, but I need to get carburetor. That's the one I need. I need like 3 of those. So, and I need a side filter. I need to get one of those. This is gonna be fun. I got like 3 of them to freaking tune. This is gonna be hilarious. Let's see. Side draft. That's what I have. Oop, I need 3 of them. There. Got all those installed now. Okay, I need 2 of those. If I can find. I need a lot of them. Get 20 of them. So that would be working. So this is pretty much going to be put together pretty quick. It's actually quicker than what I thought, so. So you got 3. I'm gonna have extra of these, I know. Okay. Yep. I gotta get a water pump in that anyway, so it'll be fine because I gotta go down here. So let's see. Sure. I probably might need one of those, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I need that. Get that put on. So let's see. And then I'll get that put on too, but let me get this cover put on. So that'll do it. Okay. So we need to get some of the belts. We need to get some belts. Need to go way this way. There. Get this installed. This. Need this. Need that cap. Maybe. Let's see. Get all this stuff installed. And I have one clip. that works very, very well. So that works. There. All that's now installed. I think we're all ready to come off of this thing now. Well, okay. We're gonna take it off the stand. We will wait to install that right now, because, yeah. Alright, let's lift this thing in the air. Let's get all the suspension parts off. Okay, this is coming apart. Like, everything is just coming apart pretty easy. It's just certain parts are just 100% like wrecked beyond trying to stave. Like, both of them are. So, I mean, at least the brakes and all that are pretty easy to get off. So, I mean, that's kind of a blessing, but other than that, it's like everything else. Solid drive axle, like toast. This, that, toast, like. Alright, we'll get this fixed, we'll get that fixed. Like, every bolt's bad sometimes. One side's good, one side's not. Like, it's very, very weird. But, you know, this is an easy to come apart rear end, so. Come on, let me get the spring off of there. Cap's destroyed. That one's not coming apart. Nothing comes apart. Nothing wants to come apart today. It's okay, I'll get it apart though, one way or another. How did I know we started on the bad one? How did I know? How did I know? So, man, this axle might be savable, maybe. It's just some of them are not, I guess. I don't know. There. Now I'm gonna lower it so I can get the rest not fixed. But, I mean, that's about the only thing. I wish doing this in real life was this easy. But, it's not. Yeah, okay. Other thing left in here is what? Rear bench seat and the steering wheel. Now the car is completely taken down to everything, so I don't know why it wants me to do that first. There we go. So, I mean, some stuff's getting repaired, but not everything, I would say, is going to get repaired out of this vehicle. I do have rims that off of it that I can save, probably. But I just have so much stuff to get repaired out of here that's just easier to break it up into, okay, so I need this part right now. And then, you know, we'll get to the next part, you know. We'll see if we can get that to be worked, and then we should be fine. The only one drive axle, that's good. Some stuff is okay, and some stuff is not, so. Rear end should be. Oop. There. Rear end is now fixed. Ready to go back into the vehicle. But I am gonna also do the separate basic one. That's the one that was on it when it came in, so I'll make sure we get all the correct wheels. Like, it's gonna go onto this. like the rims look savable. They don't look totally trashed, so just surface rusting. So I mean, we can fix that, you know. Sorry about that. But yeah, should be okay. Separate, separate. This one I'm kind of worried about because it's got a little bit more than surface rusting, but we should be okay, I would say. Yeah, rims 30% at least, so. I mean, we're doing okay with that, so. 100% rims. All the rims, all fixed. So, I mean, that's kind of a good thing. So. Okay, let me get to tire. $75, $75. Oh, yeah, it should be alright. Yeah, 175, 75, 14. There we go. Put the new tires back on. I don't know what original tire came off it, so I just tried to match it. I'll go ahead and get this balanced for now. Then we'll have to get like everything aligned again, so that's gonna be the next thing, but you know, it's like, you know, install one, right? Get the one installed. Get the next one balanced, that's, you know, behind that, so. This is the last one. And the reason that I'm figuring, you know, let's get that done, because we can. We can get all that done, so. Let's get this, come on. There we go. We'll get the suspension put back into place. There are some things that I still gotta put together for the suspension, but pretty much everything else is bad. Everything is just bad. Like, these are good. We know that. Lower, so I just need lower suspension. Need outer. And the inners. We need all the parts pretty much for this thing. This thing is like just destroyed. So makes sense, I guess. But there we go. Get all of that installed. So I need sway bar B. So we're good. Yeah. So, I mean, we're gonna get things fixed as best we can. But what the heck was that for? What was that for? I don't... Huh? I don't get what I was putting together here. Do I have any of these? No. Of course not, right? It'd make too much sense to have what we need. Okay, so we'll get all this put together. Okay. So we're gonna get most of this suspension put together, maybe. Maybe not, but, you know, this might have to be 2 parts. I don't know. I prefer to do it in, like, 1, but you never know, right? There. That's pretty okay. Now, let's see, gotta go all the way over here. See if we can get... I'm just trying to get most of the stuff installed. See if that helps. Okay. Oop, my bad. And that's where that's gonna go, right into there. Put that in, and then the tire can go right back on. And it doesn't matter which tire goes where, because they're all the same size. Oh, that looks good. At least what I'm thinking is, like, let's get the front together all the way. And then we'll get, you know, I can get this inner tie rod probably installed. See if I can get, what are you doing? There we go. Get that installed. So now the tie rods are at least installed. So pretty much everything is getting, you know, installed. It just seems like it takes forever, but there goes the bearing, there goes the wheel hub. Let's see. And get that installed, get this installed, get that, and then we can install this front wheel. And there you go. That looks so good though. So, fuel tank, fuel pump, done. You know, like it's pretty much ready to go. I mean, I didn't see, like, I could have offset the wheels, but I didn't see, like, a real reason to do that. So. I'm just gonna go ahead and install what we need to do. Just get all of it installed, and then it'll be good to go. Okay, so get the brakes back installed. I might go ahead and install this stuff just so that I don't forget. Okay, so I need that. I believe it was that one. And then, yeah, I need the rear spring and stuff. But, you know, that's not too bad. Need one of those because I know I don't have one. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw the wheel on just in case it wants to, you know, try to come off the lift. But you never know. It could. So, I don't want to do that. I just bought one just in case I needed one. Because you never know for these type of cars, like, what you might need. Get this. Like, pretty much the rear end is going to be installed here. So, I mean... there you go. I mean, this is pretty much what we're getting. So, I need one of those. So... okay, so this is going to be installed. Tire's going to go back on, and then we're going to make sure we got everything installed that we need to. Which we don't. So, I mean, you know. There. Everything's now together. We'll get the exhaust installed as best as that we can. And then we're pretty much good to go, you know. And then it's just, you know, here and there parts, but we'll get this middle. So, we'll do that. Put that in. Boom. That's all installed before we get up to the motor. Because you can't install the front exhaust without having the motor installed. But the wheels are back on, so it's sitting on its own. It will be sitting on its own wheels here in just a little bit. Install engine. Oh, I can install the turbo version? I have this one just sitting around forever. I didn't think that I could install that. So we're gonna install the turbo version. We'll install the turbo. I know this. Is this gonna be crazy? Yep. Is it a bad idea? Probably. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yep. That's it. That's all that has to be said, right? Need I say more? Okay. So we gotta get a different transmission then. But that's fine. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I definitely need to buy a dry shaft. Definitely gotta buy a dry shaft, I know that. Because that dry shaft that we had, just totally shot. I mean, it was just, You ain't gonna be able to use it for anything. Maybe scrap iron? I don't know, but good enough for me. Okay. We're just gonna drop that down. Okay. So, what am I missing? This, but we don't have that. That's okay, because I will have that in just a second. Fuse box B. Cover B. Okay. So we'll get there. And just 4 big relays, I guess, and she's good to go. Put that back on, and okay. Get a battery, put the battery in. Radiator, do I have one? No, I do not. And we'll get the radiator, and I don't know what else we're gonna need. But I know we need a radiator at this time. So that's what we're gonna get. I mean, it's gonna be there. I don't know if this one has that, so I'm just gonna get one just in case I need one. But I don't think I do. But I could be wrong. That's why you buy things in case you're wrong. But anyway, that radiator can go right in. And I don't know. Okay. So I need to get the brake. Need the brake booster. Okay. So now you have to go into this to remove a cap, which makes sense, but also doesn't at the same time. So we'll get the washer fluid's now going in. At least that will work. You know? We'll get some brake fluid in it. Now we're gonna put more fluid than what we need to in it. And that's just simply because if you put a little bit more than what you need to in it, I can bleed them out. I'm gonna have to bleed some of the brakes out, and I don't want to, you know, have to go back through and, you know, worry about it. But yep, we'll get oil put into the machine. So it will have oil and that. Then it will have fuel. We'll put some fuel into it. I'm not gonna put a whole bunch. But when I take it out to, like, do a test drive, then yeah. Yep. We'll get some antifreeze in it. And all the fluid's pretty much topped off at this point, you know. We'll put the body back together. We'll get the seats that we need. Steering wheel. All that. Okay. So now, let's go interior. Let's go. I don't see the one that I have. That's the one I have. So that's good. We got some seats now. So we got steering wheel 3 I gotta find. I mean, this thing is gonna be put back together pretty quickly. I didn't know what seats to put in it. I couldn't find the ones that go in it, but hey, you know. Sorry, I couldn't find them. But, you know, sorry. I don't know what anything we have here. So we got the one, but I can go with any of them. I kinda like this. With like that split. I don't know why I do, but I like it. I apparently had some headlights or repaired some. I don't know. Some stuff I do have, and I go to the junkyard like before sometimes, and I'll like look and see if I can find things that we might need. Okay. So there's gonna be some parts that we're gonna have to get. Front end. We'll get the doors. Doesn't matter. We got that. I don't know. Trunk, windshield. Yeah. So. So, it's good. So I need rear window, we have a trunk. We have this. I don't have car part 2 or 3. Car part 2. Okay, that can go in. Okay. Okay, so I did one Nissan plate. Yeah, that looks pretty okay. But I still gotta open up the hood here. Yeah, that's pretty okay. Okay. So let's go to the test path. We'll get this, you know, aligned. I mean, that's not bad. So. Yeah. So. Alright, so. Paint shop. Let's get this thing, you know, a fresh new. Yeah, sure, whatever. Depends on what I can get. That looks actually pretty good. Come on. So, yeah, that looks fantastic. Dino time. So, let's see here. Okay, nothing to tune except for the trans, but I'm not going to. Could do the trans, but nah, it's like, nah. Don't mess with transmission. Don't do that. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Everything wants to be loud today. Why is it the dog that now wants to bark? At nothing. So, that's good. Yeah, let me. camera. Okay. That does not look too bad for your car. Okay, so I'm not going to the direct. I want speed. Pick car. This one. Drive. This might be loud. I got it pretty low, but it still might be pretty loud. Oh yeah. Let's run this car. See what the horsepower actually is like. So with 5th gear, 6th gear, so we should be okay. Man, that's about as fast as it's probably gonna get. So. But it doesn't take too long to stop, so. Let's go back to the garage. Before I crash it. So now I just wait for it to load back. And then we should be. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it, I think. Like, whenever it gets to that point. When it gets to that point. Come on. I much prefer the speed track over the drag strip, at least for this one. Alright, so let's see. Oof, that's a lot of money. But with all that being said, I will see you all next time.